Dangers of practicing faith. Without proper understanding, we have to understand that no doubt faith is a light, but when that light is misused, misunderstood, or followed blindly, it can become a source of darkness rather than guidance. Many people today claim to follow religion, yet they often practice it without truly understanding the purpose behind it. Faith without understanding is like walking with closed eyes in a room filled with mirrors. One may think he's moving forward, but in truth, he's only lost in his reflection. Faith is not just about rituals, appearances, or words repeated without heart. It is about connection, a relationship between the soul and its creator, built on knowledge, sincerity, and humility. When people worship mechanically or judge others harshly while ignoring their own flaws, their faith becomes hollow. They may think they are serving God, but in reality, they are serving their own ego. The Holy Quran repeatedly calls mankind to reflect, to ponder, and to seek understanding. True, faith demands learning as it requires one to question not in rebellion, but in pursuit of truth. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim." Without knowledge, faith can easily turn into superstition, division, and even injustice. Throughout history, we've seen how faith without understanding has caused harm. When people misinterpret sacred teachings, discriminate in the name of religion, or justify hatred under the banner of holiness, these are not the fruits of faith, but the results of ignorance. The essence of true religion is compassion, wisdom, and balance, not blind obedience or extremism. A person who prays but mistreats others has misunderstood faith. One who preaches virtue but practices arrogance has forgotten the spirit of belief. True faith is not loud, it is humble. It does not boast, it transforms. It makes a man honest, kind, and merciful, even when no one is watching. Faith without understanding is dangerous because it blinds the conscience. It creates self-righteousness. People begin to worship their opinions rather than the truth. They start judging others more than judging themselves. The real purpose of faith is to purify the heart, to guide the soul toward peace and submission to the will of God, not to divide, not to dominate. In every religion, whether Islam, Christianity, Judaism, or others, the message remains the same. Faith must walk hand in hand with understanding. God does not want slaves of ignorance, but servants of truth. When a believer learns the meanings of revelation, the wisdom behind worship, and the reason for moral law, then his actions become living prayers, full of light and sincerity. Let us remember, to act in faith is good, but to act with understanding is divine. The Quran says, "Are those who know equal to those who do not know? The difference is vast. Knowledge strengthens faith, ignorance weakens it. Without understanding, faith becomes a shell without spirit, a form without life. So let us seek knowledge with humility, reflect on the wisdom behind every command, and ask ourselves not only what we do in faith, but why we do it. For the true believer is not one who merely practices religion. He understands it, feels it, and lives it with fear of God and love for mankind. Only then does faith become light that guides, not fire that burns.